Speak today to all of you, and together with my colleague from the Upper House, Shaket Mosselmain, welcome you to the New South Wales Parliament. I'd start by acknowledging this is Gadigal land, First Nations land that we're gathered on, and pay our respects to those elders past, present and emerging. And in acknowledging that this is Gadigal land, acknowledge that with 2.5 centuries of invasion and colonisation and dispossession, there is so much we need to do to deliver justice to First Nations peoples in this country. And if ever there is an audience who understands the power and the violence of colonialism, I think I share those concerns with you today. I'd also like to acknowledge His Excellency the High Commissioner, my very dear colleague Lee Rhiannon, former Green Senator for us in New South Wales. But I won't speak long because I know there's been a number of speeches. But what I thought I might do is just read to you the motion that I put on into the New South Wales Parliament today on behalf of my party, the Greens. Don't clap until you hear it. Never trust a politician until they actually pop it in front of you. It hasn't come on for a vote, but we aim to bring it on for a vote before the end of the year. So I'll just read it to you. That this House notes that A, on the 5th of August 2019, the Indian government announced it was stripping Kashmir of its special status and dividing the state of Jammu and Kashmir into two. B, the announcement occurred under cover of a statewide curfew and following the deployment of a significant number of paramilitary officers. C, a number of local political leaders were placed under house arrest and communications have been cut off. And D, there are reports of thousands of people being detained as part of a crackdown to implement the change. And 2, that this House recognises A, the right of Kashmiris to self-determination in accordance with United Nations resolutions. B, that as a member of the United Nations Human Rights Council, Australia has a vital role in resolving the Kashmir conflict. C, that there are serious concerns about the unprecedented level of illegal detentions and disappearances. And D, that all decisions pertaining to the future of Indian-administered Jammu and Kashmir should be taken in consultation with the people who live in the area. And 3, that this House calls on the Indian government to restore basic human rights in Kashmir, lift curfews and political restrictions, and follow the resolution passed by the United Nations Security Council by immediately demilitarising the region so a free and fair plebiscite can be held. I can tell you there's plenty more we could put in that motion, and obviously there'll be greater details brought out in the debate when we bring it on. But I hope that you realise that you do have friends in parliaments, both state and federal, that Kashmir is not being ignored by the entire political class in Australia, that we mean it when we say that human rights are surely a global concern for all of us, because there are basic fundamental rights that we should all rally around. And surely that includes fundamental rights recognised internationally for well over a century of self-determination, the right to have a government of your choosing, the right not to be grossly and unfairly and